If you are not familiar with who I am, my name is Sonia Marie and I write for Essence Magazine. Yep, I'm the horoscope columnist that presents that awesome column in the back of the magazine. I've been doing that for about 8 years and I'm really, really proud of it. Shout out to Charlie Penn and Grace White. I love them over there on in Essence. Essence Magazine been around for a really, 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 really long time, since 1968. It's not too long. Started by Gordon Parks. Did you know? Did you know that? Did you know? I'm just saying. Okay, as I wait for some people to come on in, I just have a few announcements that I like to say. I do have a book that's out. Please purchase that thing at wordlifeastrology.com. It's called The Signs, an Astrological Memoir. I also have a retreat that's coming up, the 5th annual Word Life Astrology Retreat in Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta. Oh, September 7th through the 11th of this year. I'd love for you to join us. We're not completely full, but we're on our way. And I'd love for you to slide on in there before all the spots are taken and Sonia shuts it down. Yeah, I will. Only because I wanted to be intimate this year. I really, really wanted to be folks that are coming for one purpose, and that is to get stronger, but to be responsible for who they are, to be accountable for their mistakes, and to get stronger. We are going in concentrated like this year. So please go to wordlifeastrology.com and look up the retreats. There's a 5th annual and the 4th annual. You want to come to the 5th annual and sign up, drop a deposit. I'd appreciate it. And just to let you know, there's one more spot available in the Village Hut. Yep, that kicks off tomorrow. And I think I'm holding this one spot for one special person. I pray that you come and slide on in there if it's so desired and if your spirit needs it. By clicking not clicking the link in my bio. I'm on YouTube, not IG. I'd like for you to go to my website at wordlifeastrology.com. I'm still figuring this YouTube out, so there won't be anything underneath in the description box underneath this video. So just go to my website. All things are on my website, wordlifeastrology.com. I'd love for you to join us in the Village Hut. You asked me what the Village Hut is. Maybe there's 1 or 2 people out there. The Village Hut is a 6-month course of teaching people how to read Western astrology natal charts. But it doesn't really start there. We don't really get into astrology until like the end of the 2nd month, going into the 3rd month, even though it's 6 months. Why? Because I'm showing people how to read astrology charts from an intuitive perspective. So that means we need to open up. We need to open up. We need to clean out. We need to get connected, get grounded, utilize some rituals and traditions that we all may know about, some we may not, some modalities that we all may know about, some we may not, and open us up to receive what it is that we need to receive through spirit to give to our clients or those that we read charts for. Boom. That was a long description. I hope you got it all, and I hope you, being that last person, can jump on the spot. All right, we start tomorrow, and once the Village Hut is started, the doors are closed. So please don't ask, and stick around for the next installment, okay? I appreciate you. All right, y'all, let's get started and talk about this week. There's a little shaking off that I have to do for a number of reasons, but I do want to start off by saying I really, really pray. I really, really pray, and I hope that each and every one of you that's on here, hello to everybody. I'm going to say hello to you specifically in a minute, but I really, really pray that each and every one of you on here has someone to talk to, has someone to connect to, has someone to hug, has someone to just cry in front of with no judgment and no control, to find out a solution. Just allow you to be and fall the fuck apart if you need to, so you can get back up stronger, so you can get back up willing and able to live the life that the Creator has given you, and really, really search and believe in and breathe in your purpose. That's my prayer for you and everybody else today. So there's only 13 people on here, which means that what's going on with this Monday? It's a little slow, but it's okay. Shit happens. What's up, Kimberlite? What's up, V-Daddy87? Miss Butler's here. Chelsea's here. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Tinjin. What's going on? Oh, Tinjin. I can't wait to hug you, squeeze you one day. Ramon Clark is here. What's going on? I appreciate you here. Desiree O'Connor. Yep. Kimberly Sterling and Sharice is here. Hello. Did you spell my name with a Y, lady? Did you really spell my name Sony? I'm just joking. Little pet peeve, but it's not that serious. But I'm one of the unique people that has that J. That J. Don't worry about it, Sharice. It's all good. Hi, Jenny. How you doing? Melissa, yeah, I'm glad you caught me live. I think I'm stalling for you and a couple of other people that are rolling on through. But I pray that you share this video. I want to get deep down and dirty and real deep in a little bit. But before I do that, let me share with you about what's happening straight off the bat this week. And then we'll go real deep. Please share this video for anybody that you know that needs it. We're going to talk about people checking out off the planet and suicide. And I want to express to you what I saw in astrology that in our universe that's kind of like leaning to that and emptying out some things, and to share some downloads with you. So if you're new to my channel, hey, what's happening? What's up? How you doing? And if you don't know, this is what we do here, right? First and foremost, I like to say hello to everybody. Secondly, I'm going to open up and allow some downloads to come through as I run down this week. Oftentimes you'll see that I'll go back and forth to my notes, and you'll know which is the download and which is the astrological information. And then I want to read somebody, at least two people. If you have your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, that would be helpful. Really, really helpful. And I'll just pick two random people and give you a couple of minutes of what I see and feel and connect to. All right, y'all ready? I pray that you are well and you are safe and where you are. You're very quiet. Your energy is very, very quiet today. You ask, how do I feel that on the other side of the screen? That's because my name is Sonia and I do what I do. But y'all good? Everybody's good? Can you give me a thumbs up? Can you give me some love? Can you give me some yes, yes, y'all? Or say, I'm fucked up today. Things are not right and I'm here. I'm breathing. And that's acceptable too. Understand that. All right? All right, Ramon, I'm glad you're here with me. Yo, let's kick it off today. The moon is in Aquarius. Yes, 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 yes. All right, y'all. I'm glad y'all here. Hey, Chelsea Gunn, how you doing? So today the moon is in Aquarius. Yep. So when you think about the moon, and you know that I always talk about the moon, right? Because, and I'm sure I said this before, but it's worth repeating. I always talk about the moon because the moon has a way of dictating our mood. Hello. It's the configuration or the entity that deals with emotion and emotional reactions and karma, past life karma, emotional karma information. Did I say karma? And your relationship with your mother and women that's around you, right? So the moon dictates a lot. So when we look at the moon on a daily basis, as a teacher, I'm showing you this. We look at the moon on a daily basis, look to see what that moon is aspecting, favorably or unfavorably. So if the moon is in Aquarius, and we know that we got some Taurus planets in the sky, there may possibly be a square that's happening because Aquarius and Taurus square. So if the moon is in Aquarius, and you have these other planets that are in Taurus, watch out. That's the deal for today, because Uranus, it went direct last week on the 19th, is in Taurus. It will be squaring the moon. Yep. I'm going to take this damn nail polish off my fingers. I'm glad you caught me live too. What's up, Miss Alicia Velma Jackson? So Uranus deals with changes and surprises and rebellion, right? Uranus deals with innovation. You dig? And if the moon is going up against that, the rebel is being stubborn within itself to change. Now here's the deal. Even that's a point right there. Put a fucking period on the end of that. The real deal about that is it feels in my mind, as I said it and as I connected, it feels like a weird ass figure eight sway that we allow our emotions to get us in today. I didn't mean to rhyme, I swear to God, but I'm a poet. I can't help it. See, the bottom line is, well, that moon in Aquarius makes us the rebel, makes us look for things that are like innovative and down with humanity, but it's just different and weird, right? And we're trying to change. We're trying to change into a new space, but that rebel in us doesn't want to change off of the things that worked for us before, or maybe didn't have a chance to work for us before. So what we're doing is we're reacting today saying, I don't know if I want to change. Let me give it another chance, but I should change. I'm just going to stand right here until somebody tells me to change. But when they tell me to change, I'm still not going to do it because I am who I am and nobody's going to tell me who I'm not. Woo, that's a figure eight sway. That's some bullshit that we keep it within ourselves. The bottom line is be free to open up to be who you want. And when you do not feel comfortable, stop. Does that make sense? That's today. And it's an emotional response to what's going on in our vicinity, in our space. The thing is that so much energy is coming through to the planet right now that, yeah, a lot of us who have that spirit, that's for sure. A lot of us, even who don't have a rebellious spirit, are coming to it like, God damn it, I don't want to die. God damn it, I don't want to do this. God damn it, I don't want to move here. God damn it, I don't. Can I have control of one thing? Can I have control of one thing, COVID? Of one thing, to my son, to my man, to my mother, to my dog, can I just do one thing? Can I say this is what I want to do and this is what I need to do in this moment in time? That's where that rebel feel is coming from today. Y'all get that? Yes, yes, y'all. Look for it. I'm just saying. Tomorrow is the Chinese New Year. Happy New Year to all you tiger people. It is the year of the water tiger. A couple of videos back, I did a yearly rundown, 2022 rundown that I love for you to catch. I thought I was going to take it off, but I decided not to. You know, I love for you to catch. I mean, because the year is still going on. So we might want to review that thing. And I talk a little bit about the year of the water tiger. Go ahead and check that out, but know that it has everything to do with determination and getting to the top, ambitious like, intuitive like, with feeling, with compassion, with everything that's fluid and that's necessary to be done. Now, I know I'm taking my time saying this, but the thing about water tiger, the thing about water is that water will push you where you need to be. That's just it. Like, we want to fight water, but you know you can't. Has anybody ever got caught in the ocean in that undertow? I'm just saying. Like, you can't fight water. You can't fight the necessity of needing to clean some things. You know what I mean? Clean your body, your mind, your soul. Clean your life. Well, water takes you. And I need us to just be open to that water tiger that wants us to climb up this mountain, that wants us to win, I'm doing my best not to break off and squirrel off to my main reason why I came on here today, is to talk about death and suicide. But the year the tiger wants us to win. And if we get up to that mountain, we're having trouble getting to that mountain. I want you to remember, if you're in a depressed state, that this vibration of this year is nothing but love and winning in a way in which we design. That's the catch. If you start this year off by doing the things, or live this year through by doing the things that other people want you to do that never really feels good in your body, your mind, your soul, that in your gut, the shit that you've been holding on since last year, like the expectations and the demands that are on you, that water tiger is not handling those types of demands and expectations too well this year. It's encouraging you to get the fuck up the mountain your way. Bottom line, point blank. Get up the mountain, get up the tree your way. And then once you get to the top of that and you look out, not in a facetious state, you can look at the next person and say, see, I had to do it like this because this is what God told me to do. Are y'all feeling me right now? There's words beyond my words. And I'm doing my best to really be controlled. The thing is that sometimes we have to sacrifice relationships. We have to sacrifice opportunities. We have to sacrifice things that we worked hard for in our lives. Say, just the past 20 years, you've been trying to work hard to be a goddamn manager at Kohl's or some shit. And the next thing you know, the manager who was going to promote you ends up leaving, moving to Wisconsin somewhere. And you're like, wait, what? You quitting after I done bust my ass after 19 years trying to be manager and you're the only one that can promote me? Yeah. Here's the deal, though. Sometimes things like that change in our lives that are out of our control, but has us going up a mountain still to receive our pinnacle, to receive our rewards, to receive our awards in a way in which we've never tried before. So if this person is busting her ass to get to be a manager of Kohl's after 19 years, she can still take that managerial experience or the experience that she received up until then and start her own business. There's no loss that she got the information. And this may be very, very simple. And like, yeah, Sonia, that's elementary to most of you on here. But when you get caught in the fear, when you get caught in this last year, in these last couple of months, feeling that everything is leaving you and you're out of control and you're doing your best to continue to climb up the mountain, continue to climb up to the top. You're doing your best to do that, and somebody takes a brick from underneath your feet. You're not thinking of, oh, well, maybe I'll just utilize this information and put it somewhere else. Maybe after a while, a couple of blunts and a big ass bottle of wine and falling out in the middle of the street. Maybe after a while, after you get your feelings hurt. But we are climbing regardless, so I'm asking you to get there quicker than quick. Please see that things are setting up for you, not against you. That's the real word. Happy Chinese New Year. I'm going to get there in a minute because I really don't want my downloads to come right now. I want to get through this astrological part of it. That's why I keep pausing. So I can get that out and then leave it, the video, with my emotion. That's my plan, Stan. Whether it's going to go that way or not is up to you and me. Okay, on Tuesday as well. This is so interesting. Okay, so this is what God. This is why this week is so incredibly important and on so many different levels. I actually put down here as I was taking my notes earlier that this is the week of Saturn. And I said this on Instagram too. Let me go specifically far in that. Saturn is being aspected 3 or 4 ways this week. Now, to me, it's like no coinkydink. Nothing is a coincidence in my world. There's no coincidence that Mercury is about to go direct. Venus just went direct, right? So those 2 major personal planets close to the Earth, close to the moon, right? Those 2 planets hit us personally all the time, right? So Venus going direct allows us to, I said this last week, to profess the type of love that we want in our lives and to love the people how they want and need to be loved. Dig it? Value and worthiness. Oh my God. I didn't even plan on that goddamn segue because I'm a worthy being, bitch. I need y'all all to know this. You are a worthy being. I am a worthy being. This beautiful dog right here is a worthy being. That cute dude on the balcony is a worthy being. Let me tell you something about being a worthy being. Worthiness is knowing how you want to be loved, knowing what makes you tick, knowing what your value system is that you hold individually. It don't have nothing to do with anybody else. We can't compare how we love and live and what we're worthy of to the next person because they didn't live our life. They didn't walk our steps. By the way, this Worthy Being t-shirt and sweatshirts are on sale at worthybeings.com. A friend of mine has this company. It's black and brown owned, and I very much encourage you. It's very good quality. I can't stand shirts and t-shirts and sweatshirts that are not good quality. It's really, really good quality. Go on to worthybeings.com and get yours. It's pretty dope. Again, black and brown owned, and walk around like you are what? A worthy being, my friends. Okay, anyway, let me get back to, see, I gotta get back. Saturn. Saturn is teaching us this week. First of all, stop giving me a bad rap. Is what I heard Saturn say, but not really. Saturn gets a bad rap. Saturn gets a bad rap because it deals with a lot of fears that need to be brought up. Saturn deals with lessons to learn. Saturn deals with restrictions and limitations. Saturn deals with challenges. Saturn deals with information and lessons around surrounding our dad. Saturn is a hardcore, hard-nosed planet, like for real. It cracks the whip whoopsh, whoopsh, on you all the time. Why? Because it wants you to get into shape. Honestly, it's like, yeah, we understand that you are afraid of X, Y, and Z, but yo, get it together. That's what Saturn does. Now, so I'm saying that in conjunction with my download that's going to come up in a few minutes because I want us to pay attention to what Saturn is trying to do for us this week. Saturn is saying, get it together. Saturn is saying, get a little tougher. Listen, pause. I am one to cry all the time. I am one to break out in all kinds of emotions. I am an emotional wreck at times because I express so openly and honestly. Truly. And sometimes I don't give a fuck who's listening, watching, or that's just Sonia. So I'm not saying get tough as opposed to don't cry. I'm saying get tough, Saturn style. Like you know what's going down. You know the hooks that they keep throwing at you. You know that your boss don't like you. You know that you should probably leave your dude. You know that you should do X, Y, and blah, 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 blah. Saturn says get tough with that. Stand in conviction of that. Present your boundaries around that. Understand that you are worthy enough to ask for what it is that you not only love and value and respect, but you are worthy enough, as Mercury goes direct on Thursday to teach us, you are worthy enough to say the things, to plan the things, to organize the things that are set for you and only you, that help you to evolve. I'm not talking about the fact that we shouldn't be in community and we shouldn't be in love and we shouldn't be a partner to the next person. Again, I say this almost all the time. There's no way to be a real partner in this Aquarian age. There's no way to be a real partner if you don't know who the fuck you are. If you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know that you're worthy, Tatiana. I'm still working on that. To be honest with you, I am still working on that. Because of the deep-seated memory, cellular memory that we all hold from the time we were 2, 3, 5, 12. You dig? So we're working on that. I want you to let Saturn help you to do that. Get hard-nosed with that, like Grandpa Taskmaster style. Yes, yes, y'all. Y'all hearing me? Damn, y'all quiet. Y'all driving? It's 46 people now. Y'all here? Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to come to the 5th annual Word Life Astrology Retreat, you like how I slide that in there? Go to lifeastrology.com and sign up. If we're going to Mount Shasta, September 7th through the 11th, please drop your deposit. And if you're that last person that wants to go, or I should say, have a 6-month journey with us, you and I and about 8 other people in the Village Hut to learn Western astrology natal charts, you can do that too. There's one more spot available and we start tomorrow. So if you don't sign up by tomorrow, it's a wrap. Okay? Thank you. I appreciate you. WordLifeAstrology.com. We're going to get to the bottom of some of this. So tomorrow, Chinese New Year, Saturn walks in. Saturn is in conjunction with the moon, and the moon is in conjunction with the sun. So that's a big deal. If you have the moon in conjunction with Saturn and then the moon in conjunction with the sun, that means there's a little bit of a menage a trois there, right? There's a little trio that's happening. Determine clear boundaries and or new ways to work through a hard lesson as long as it benefits the group. Yourself and the group. I kind of said that just now in my little rant. I just did kind of say that. Utilize Saturn's energy to get tougher, to create boundaries, restrictions, and limitations, and utilize the work that you have. Squirrel, I will go out and squirrel on this shit though. What happened to the hard workers? I just want to know where they at. Yes, yes, y'all, to be like anybody. Now listen, I'm not shitting on any generation, X, Y, Z, T. I don't care what generation you're in. I just know this. There's something honorable in getting your knuckles a little bit wet, a little bit bloody. There's something honorable and you coming home with your feet a little chafed. Like you've been working hard. There's something honorable about getting dirt under your nails. About really going out there. I'm not saying hustle. I'm not saying kill yourself. I'm saying work. Work for what you want. My workers are here. I'm trying to tell you, spread this to other generations because Saturn says there's no way you can get what you want if you don't put some kind of stank on it, some energy on it. You don't put something out. I'm just saying. Wednesday, I'm taking my time, y'all. I hope y'all don't mind this. Wednesday, the moon goes into Pisces. Okay, yeah. It's hard to cry and then it's sniveling because Pisces brings that emotion like Scorpio and Cancer does all day, every day. But I love that Pisces is going, the moon is going into Pisces because again, if you're a student of mine, whatever the moon is in, we're going to look to see what other planets, what sign the other planets are in and see if they're favorable or unfavorable. So when the moon switches, into Pisces, wait, Capricorn planets are out there. There's a few Aquarius planets are out there. Let's see what's square in that. Not too much. But what's wonderful is that that Jupiter is in Pisces. Ooh, yeah. Okay, slow down, Sonia. Let's go back. Wednesday, the moon goes into Pisces at 6 a.m. First, it sextiles Mars. Ooh, I like that. I like when the moon sextiles Mars because that gives you a little oomph. You wake up like, I'm going to get some things done. I'm going to make my life better today. I'm going to move and feel. Like, that's the feeling. Let's move and feel at the same time. The bobbles. You're just going to be like bobbling through the day on Wednesday. Move through with compassion and unconditional devotion. Even if you must call on rituals and traditions. Yes, thank you for reminding me of that, Spirit. Capricorn is all about rituals and traditions. I don't know if y'all knew that. I don't know if I ever really said that clearly, but they are. So the bottom line is that if you can't find the insight, the intuition to really move through on Wednesday in a loving and compassionate way, try some rituals. I did last night. Unconditional devotion that you give to yourself and others on Wednesday. Period. Boom. Let's move on. Here's the deal about Wednesday too, though. The moon is in conjunction with Jupiter. Ooh, I like that. That feels good and juicy all over, right? The positive part of that is if you pour on the love, you can pour on so much love, but you have to receive it. You got to open up and receive it. Why? Okay. The moon has to deal with emotions. We know that. Jupiter deals with awards and rewards. Jupiter deals with expansion, with opportunities, optimism. So you put emotions and optimism together. Oh, that's a good time. That's a feel-good time. Because it's in Pisces, it's like pouring all of this unconditional love. And it's in Jupiter, so it comes so much and so fast, and it's overwhelming, and it feels good. Here's when it's positive, like I said, just to reiterate, now you have a different understanding. When it's positive and you pour all that love on people, the only way it's positive. Did I say when it's positive? Repeat, you have to open. You have to receive. You have to let your heart and your mind, everything about you just be open to receive what it is that's coming through, because Jupiter doesn't deal with little drips and microdose. Nope. Jupiter deals with a whole fucking tidal wave of shit. So you got to be open to receive it. On a negative part, if you pour on too much and the other person may not reciprocate it, you can fall into victim mode or feel like you done self-sabotage some shit. Let's talk about that. First and foremost, I love Pisces energy. This is where I got this. I love Pisces energy. However, like every sign, there's some up and down. There's some things you need to work on, and there's some things that you should absolutely be celebrated about. Pisces is dope for its intuitive wisdom, seeking, knowing, loving self. I just love Pisces energy. I need it in my life, and I'm so grateful to have so many Pisces around me. However, the other side to that is the victimhood that sometimes Pisces can throw on themselves, or the energy can have about itself. Notice I said two different things. It could be the person as a Pisces, or it could be the energy of Pisces surrounding you at the time, that you can get some of that victimhood on you. The bottom line is that if I'm coming to you with this with the moon in conjunction with Jupiter, if I come to you pouring on all of this love and shit, and you reject it, or if I come to you, better said, if I come to you and I pour all of this love and this shit on you and you can't reciprocate it, and then I feel like the victim, I feel like, oh my God, you don't love me. That's the way this moon conjunct Jupiter flips and gets a little negative. Because Pisces can get a little victimhood, feel victimized. Pisces can get in that space because it has so much, not a lot to give, but unconditional from a pure, fucking vulnerable place. And now you're rejecting it? I'm coming with all of this and you're rejecting it? I want to tell you this much. Please, please, please don't get your panties in a bunch if that was to happen. People are having a hard enough time breathing, let alone how to assimilate love right now. Like for real, although we've been talking about that, and this is the year of love, and I am absolutely gonna campaign for forever about love, but definitely this year, right? It's difficult sometimes in certain aspects and certain times, right? So sometimes that Pisces energy has to evolve to a space of, it's okay, you'll show me one day. It's okay. You may have cursed me out today, but tomorrow you'll be nice. I'm not saying be a walking mat. I'm not saying be somebody that can get walked over. I'm saying continue to distribute love and don't get butthurt if it doesn't come back at you straight away, because people are dealing with shit. Bottom line. People are dealing with it. Should I segue into my download right now? No, get through this. Focus. That's a big deal. I want y'all to understand that. Okay. Thursday, Mercury goes direct at 11:13 p.m. Yay. Hallelujah. Thank you very much. On the same day of Mercury going direct, by the way, did I say 11:13? Yeah, I did. It goes direct. Simultaneously that day, there's 4 different aspects that I'm like, whoa, that's interesting. That Mercury went direct on the same day that these aspects are happening. The moon sextiles Uranus, the moon sextiles Venus, the moon conjuncts Neptune, and the moon sextiles Mercury. That's a big deal. So I wrote, with Mercury going direct, in Capricorn, by the way, these favorable aspects give permission to Pisces' need to feel and intuit the day through change, love, spirit, and the need to communicate clearly. That's a mouthful. So the bottom line is this: Mercury goes direct in a clear, communicative kind of way, right? Y'all know I'm over this hair, right? I'm so fucking over it. Commercial squirrel. I'm done. I'm cutting it tonight. Like, I'm taking this out. Okay, the bottom line is Mercury goes direct to clear up communication, but as it's clearing up communication, the moon sextiles Uranus goes, oh, communication's about our change, the things that we need to do? Yes. Oh, you clearing up communications? The moon sextiles Venus. About the way we need to be loved. Yes, I just decided on that last night, so we can speak it now. You see this? The moon conjuncts Neptune. Oh, you're allowing me to go in my imagination right now. Okay, so I want to speak, sing, write my imagination, get in contact with my imagination, because Mercury's direct now. I can pop off in these areas now. And Uranus's area of change, and Venus's area of love and worth, value, self-worth, Neptune's area of imagination and fantasy, right? And then lastly, Mercury. The moon is sextile and Mercury going, yeah, and feel good about all the clarity, the communication that you give is going to make. Feel good about that. Feel connected to that. Add a sister or two, the moon, dealing with women and your mother. Talk to your mother about it. Get a sister on your side to help you to go through it, and to talk about it as well. To high five and make it a stronger connection, or a stronger bond, or a stronger conviction to do something differently in your work, whatever the case may be. High five, let's go. That kind of feel. Mercury direct with all of this happening at the same time is like, yo, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 out this motherfucker, Janet Jackson. Let's go, Rhythm Nation. Like, did y'all see that? It was dope, huh? Yeah, that's that. So Friday, Sonia, I make myself laugh. I don't need nobody to make me laugh. I make myself laugh all day long. Friday, the moon goes into Aries. Here we go, yo. Here we go. The moon goes into Aries. I absolutely love, but because it's my square, I have a kind of feeling about that, right? Because Aries always coming in like, this is what we doing. Aries just want to push. Aries want to push through the wall. It's like, yo, wait, hold on real quick. We don't have to fight. We can actually just open the door. We can just open the door. We don't have to bust the door down. We don't need one of them goddamn, what you call them, Rama, whatever the fuck they do in LA. Like, I don't understand that. I'm sure they have in other places too, but that's the only place I saw it. We don't have to beat down the door, Aries energy. So with this moon in Aries on Friday, going into Saturday, I want y'all to be very, very careful, because it's about to hook up on Friday morning. So that's Friday night, Saturday morning. If you're going out on Friday, you understand? Understand that the moon squares, what's that? The moon squares Mars. The moon squares Mars early Saturday morning, just when you coming out of the club or out of the bar, or just when you leaving your man or your chick's house, like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock that night, midnight, all right? Throughout the country, around about that time. And I'm making this very specific, because if a fight bursts, just pops off, if an accident happens in front of you, please remember this. Remember to dodge. There's no real reason to get yourself caught in the middle of anybody's argument, anybody's disagreement, anybody's misunderstanding on that day. Because with the moon already being in Aries, and then Mars being in Capricorn, and the moon going against that, you understand, it's going to be a push for control. Mars in Capricorn is going to want to move with control, whereas Aries and moon in Aries is like, fuck that shit, I'm going to do what I want to do. Because I'm Aries, and I'm a baby, and I'm juvenile, and I don't see the consequences that Mars and Capricorn is trying to show me. I just know where I want to go, because this is the way I feel, moon in Aries. Y'all understand that? So a lot of that could pop off Friday night, Saturday. I'm just letting you know. Be very, 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 very aware of that. Okay, on Friday as well, Mars is sextile and Jupiter move with the intention of the good. How can you facilitate yours or another's climb up? That's a real important question. The Mars sextile and Jupiter. Mars deals with movement, motivation, execution, determination, right? We all know that. Everything going forward. Jupiter is in Pisces and Jupiter deals with and all that, right? I'm not dismissing it. I just repeat a lot. So I'm just making sure that I say what I need to say, but not put too much energy on it. That's a big, big fucking deal. Because Mars says, yo, we need to utilize this awesome energy that Jupiter has given us. Mars says put it to work. Not only put it to work along with Saturn, but put some action. Put some energy behind that. Enthusiasm. Put some enthusiasm. Good, because Jupiter's right there. Up the mountain with some opportunities that are coming in. Yo, Friday you may get a raise. Friday you may get a phone call, come out of nowhere and be like, yo, I love your hustle. I love your light. Let's do this thing. I'm just saying, be open to it. The moon, my bad. The sun is in conjunction with Saturn that day. Yeah. So the sun is in conjunction with Saturn. And then on Saturday, on Saturday, the moon is in sextile with Saturn. You see how Saturn is being pumped up, pump it up, like it's being pumped up because Saturn is like step in there and work. Let me run it back. In the beginning of the week, we're doing our best to just stay forward, to just move forward, to be the rebel that we're going to be without any distractions, right? To move forward, to do something different. Saturn comes in and goes, get strong, tighten it up. You understand? This is throughout the week. The moon goes into Pisces saying you might get a little emotional about it, but you need to get emotional because Mercury is about to go direct and you're going to have to speak all the shit that you've been holding your tongue on. So you can live it with compassion. You did? Mars goes up against Jupiter that says, now you want to move? Now we got the hard work and we got the compassion all locked into space. Now it's time to move. Move with optimism. Move with joy. Move with the opportunities that are there for you to climb up your specific, that's the key today, your specific mountain. Okay? Yeah, and then the sun conjuncts Saturn and says, now it's time to go to work. Now you can work from the inside out. What I mean by that is that the sun deals with the ego, your vulnerable space. So if the sun, the ego self, the core you, is in alignment with Saturn, first of all, you're in alignment with your fears. Know that as well. It's pumping you to work and get and to restrict certain things, to put up some healthy boundaries, but it's also suggesting that you get in contact with your fears and the lessons that you need to learn. And again, must I say it one more goddamn time, we should not be afraid of the things that make us. Fear is healthy at times, is the point. So if we're being called, maybe, possibly at the end of this week, to look at our fears a little deeper, like truly, truly be friends with it. What's it gonna do? Take you out? And here's the other part as I try to not to segue into this space. If it takes you out, is that the worst place to be? I'm just saying. Let me go there. Understand this, people. I look at death a different way. I look at transitioning and transforming a whole nother way. I celebrate it. I absolutely do. I'm not saying I don't get emotional about some shit or the shit don't hurt me. Like, I'm human. You know, you get upset as a human. You're gonna miss people when they leave. But at the same time, death is necessary. Death is absolutely necessary to bring new life. That's just it. That's the equation. That's the bottom line, scientifically, fucking spiritually, and all things that are LY. That's it. You have to die in order to be reborn. Now, what I've been receiving in the last couple of days about death and about the reason astrologically and other reasons why people are checking out, there's a huge opening that's happening right now. The portal is too big for us to even see. And that portal is between where we are and other realms. You dig? And it started out real small. Like truly, and I'm gonna give it round about that time that Pluto went into Capricorn. Pluto, but really fucking shit up. I'll explain that another day, but there are some videos in which I explained it way too many times. So y'all can go back if you really want to know about Pluto and Capricorn and its transformative energy. But the bottom line is that Pluto deals with death. Pluto deals with transformation. Pluto has been telling us since 2010 that things are dying. Pluto has been saying, I'm going to continue to open up this hole more and more and more and more. Oh, shit, COVID. More and more and more so more people can slide through this portal. Understand that. It's not fair. I'm not here to put my personal opinion on shit. Sometimes I am, but not this. Why? Because here's the deal. The deal is that it has to happen on some kind of way. How we take it in, how we ingest it, how we perceive it is a whole nother monster. And I'm praying with everything that's in me that we begin to change our perspective around death. I'm not suggesting you take your life. Not at all. And I send love and light and prayers to anybody and everybody that feels suicidal, that is depressed, that knows somebody that has passed through suicide. There's known somebody that's just checked out and said, I'd rather be on the other side. But definitely through suicide because it's such a shock. You know, it's just such a shock that, you know, you just don't know it's going to happen until it happens. You don't know that people are going through it most of the time. But it weighs heavy on me personally, being the intuitive, sensitive person that I am, because I feel everybody's angst. And there are more people around us that want to die than you think. Like, absolutely, folks want to check out. And I don't suggest that. I really, really don't. And I'm doing my best really to control my emotions, but I don't suggest it for a bunch of different reasons. I'm going to go out on a limb and tell you one of the biggest reasons why. When I do readings, by the way, if you ever want to read them with me, go to wordlifeastrology.com. When I do readings, oftentimes a person will come through that has committed suicide. And most of the time, that's when they come through, they're a little heavy and they're a little dark, and it takes me out. Like, rest of the day, I'm done. But they're dark and they're heavy because when they leave, y'all, they go to a place that is incomplete. So it's almost like they're in a holding cell. Don't ask me how I know this. Please don't. You can put anything, or I should say, test, debate what it is that I'm saying, but your thoughts are your thoughts. Your knowledge are your knowledge. I'm not here to debate with motherfuckers. I can't stand that shit. To prove myself right? Nah, I'm not here for that. I'm here to say what I need to say. You like it, you rocks with it. If you don't, kick rocks, like for real. The bottom line is this, though, the way I've seen it in my connection to spirit and doing the thousands of readings that I have, when those souls do come through, they're a little uneasy because they went out of order, y'all. They went out of order. God said, you gotta, Spirit says, whatever name you want to give him, Mr. Banana, Spirit, God, Yahweh says, yo, you got to step to the side because you went out of order. This is what I've seen. So I don't suggest it because it doesn't feel all the way good for your spirit, that is. But here's the other part of that. This is the best part of it. We never, ever, ever, ever stay. Things always get better. And that's fucking elementary and cliche that may sound. It's absolutely true. If you've been watching, if you've been connecting, to me anyway, if you've been following astrology with other astrologers, you see the rhythm, right? You see the things that happen that are full with light and love, and then you see the despair and the breakdown, and then you see the light and the love, and then you see the abundance, and then you see somebody coming and wiping your motherfucking account out, and then you see love coming back, and then goddamn it, I don't love them no more. Like, there's always an ebb and a flow. There's always an up and a down. There's always a way to get out. I don't know anybody's specific situation. And I'm not going to sit here and profess to try to help anybody through that. I'm not. I just know what I know. And I'm doing my best to be very, very careful with my words and conscientious of how compassionate I need to be in order to speak to different people, right? But honestly, we are here for a reason, and you all know that. And just because you can't figure that reason out right now doesn't mean you need to stop production. It doesn't mean you need. I'm just going to say that. There's a lot of energy around. Anybody who's empathic, anybody who's sensitive, please, y'all, talk to me, talk to each other. Do you not feel it? Am I the only one that's fucking butt nut crazy and discovered I have like 50 more gray hairs in my goddamn hair this morning? I was like, God damn it. Where did all of this gray hair come from? Like, for real, because we are all feeling each other's stress. We are all going through it together. Some a little quieter, like myself, than others, you know? But what I do know, on the other side of this, we're all gonna be all right. We have to keep moving. And I swear, I'm lacking my poetics today, to be truthful with you, and it's kind of bothering me, but I feel it so strong. What's bothering me is that I can't get it out, because if I do get it out, I'm gonna start crying, and I don't wanna cry. But I want y'all to be good. And we don't know what people on here are going through, y'all. We don't know. And I just think that the best remedy in this moment is to be kind. Like, sometimes even a little bit too kind. Even if it feels like, God damn, I feel a little phony right now. Or did I have to say thank you 3 times? I should have just said it once. Like, it's okay. You can say thank you 3 times so that person can feel appreciated. It's okay that you can hug 2 seconds a little longer so that person can really feel that deep breath in your hug. It's okay to hold the door for elders, for youngsters. It's okay to be God-like and open to receive God in the way that needs to come through for you. Because even you are the one distributing the kindness, you need it as well. So if you put it out, if you initiate it, if you're faking phony with it, who gives a fuck? Because it's gonna come and it's gonna find you too when you need it. We're all going through it. And as much as I try to be positive and come on here and give y'all some variables, okay, we're going through it because of this and because we're doing this, but here's the light at the end of the tunnel and blah, 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 trying to set y'all up. You gotta know we're gonna work this thing out. I need y'all to stay here. I need you to stay here because there's a wonderful tribe of people that's being built. There's an awesome, awesome community of people that are tired of playing themselves small. There's a great community of people that are fucking disregarding most of the information that we were taught, just so we can be that bridge generation that brings you to the next space of living. The next space of living is very different than this space right here. There's less people that are trying to come out to get you. Sorry, Mercury's still retrograde, y'all, and there's way too many thoughts that want to come out of my mouth, and my mouth ain't moving fast enough, so forgive me. But there's a lot more love, a lot more light, a lot more understanding on the other side of this. You know why? Because bit by bit, each and every one of us, a part of these particular light-bearing tribes, are getting tired of being the other way, are getting tired not being kind. Assholes, we're getting tired of that. Why? Because it was a system that was set up and that was taught to us in order for us to get what we need to get. It's a defense mechanism to be an asshole, to be an egomaniac, to just, it's not necessary any longer. I don't have my words. It's not necessary any longer. So it's compassion and the love that needs to be poured on, again, almost faking phony like, so we can add the kindness in people's hearts so we can get them through another hour, another day, another year. Because just your smile, your beautiful, beautiful smile can just set off somebody's life in the most positive direction. I'm glad I'm coming through clear because sometimes I feel a little wonky. I'm not even gonna lie. Thank you for saying that. Jenny must have picked up on me because I'm not all the way connected The portal is so open that oftentimes even those that are dropping through and going to the other side, the ones that are still here, imagine this, are still left with the residue of the fucking big ass wind coming through. So if you have this portal that's the middle of these two dimensions, right? And these motherfuckers that are on the edge of the portal that's not dying, you and I, we're not going anywhere, right? We can feel the wind. We need to talk about that wind that we feel. So we don't get that misconstrued for the fact that somebody wants to push us through the portal and put us on the other side. No, the wind don't want to push us. The wind wants us to stay strong, to stay firm, and allow those that need to go through, go through. You know why? Because it has to happen. Bottom line, it has to happen. We're not in control of this always. You're not in control of how many people die. How many people who gets COVID, who doesn't get COVID? They don't know shit about that goddamn COVID, man. We've been saying this shit from the beginning. They don't know anything about it. They don't know anything about anything. And this tribe is giving up the power, taking our power back from systems and governments and people and trauma and hurt feelings and all this thing. We're taking our power back so we can ante up and move forward into this next space of love. Because we gave them way too much credit. We gave them way too much credit, way too much power for them to control our lives and tell us what we should do with our fucking lives. You know that, right? What lipstick to wear, what goddamn shoes to wear, Nikes or this. Understand this. We give them power to control our lives. I'm just saying. So now, as a tribe, we're to a point where you're not going to take me because I'm not leaving. At least that's what I feel in this moment in time. But I'll be strong enough to hold back the wind with the rest of the tribe. So those that are making the sacrifice for us, thank you, can go on through and be our ancestors and our guides and our elders on the other side to help us to make in the rest of the planet, or building them up in a way that only God creates the love and the opportunities. I said that all wrong, but I hope you get what I'm saying. Leave us here to continue to foster the love. That's what I wanted to say. I'm feeling for people right now. And I just pray, I really, really pray that I just really pray that y'all hold on. Hold on. Hold on and find the light in Jupiter. Find the light in this Pisces information. If you need to, like I was telling my mother, Ma, I just been like riding underneath the goddamn, what did I say? Riding underneath the, riding underneath the wave. Riding underneath, look, I don't want to be seen. I don't want y'all to see me. I'm just right here riding underneath it. So I don't get distracted, so you don't knock me off, so I can hold back the tribe. As this wind is blowing, riding underneath it. I wanted to say one thing too that came through me earlier. You have to be careful how you administer, let me say that again. Very, very mindful how you interpret people's reactions to certain things. I know you know this, but I'm gonna express it a little deeper to people who may not know this. Oftentimes when a portal is open like this, that negative energy, some people call it devil, some people call it whatever they want to call it. I just call it negative energy. That negative energy, likes to be the wind to push you in. This is how they show up sometimes. This is how they show up sometimes. They show up as people who love you. They show up as people who are jealous of your strength to hold on to the wind when they feel like they want to fall in the portal. They show up as a negative film on them. And when you look in their eyes, you go, what the fuck is going on right now? You don't know who I am? You don't know me anymore? Like, have you noticed that? When you look into the eyes of somebody you love, but what their mouth is saying is some old bullshit, and they feel like they're possessed. You feel like they're possessed and something's been taking them over. This is all the action of that portal. You dig? Because motherfuckers are coming up in disguises. Negative energy is dropping on people to try to get them to trip to say some things that they don't even feel or mean, honestly, but they say it because of this energy on them so you can get pushed in the portal and you can go. And so God's light is not being promoted. That's the real thing. So God's light is not promoted. Yo, we don't have time for that. Watch out for that. Watch out for people next to you, sleeping next to you. Watch out. I'm not here to stir up no shit. I'm here to let y'all know, spiritually and energetically, there is a serious war that's out here. And the only way that we can win is to mind our business and stay in the light of God. And those that we love, we hold tight just in this moment for a moment, because it's way too windy. It's way too windy. I hope I made some kind of, like I was all over the place. I did my best to express what this week is going to be about astrologically, and prayerfully you got that. Hold on to Saturn and be tough. Work. Push through. Grab some rituals. Some moon rituals. Oh, tomorrow's a new moon in Aquarius. Start a new moon and ritual in Aquarius, and write down the things that you want new in your life to have to do with humanity, with being independent, with speaking your mind and confronting situations. Yo, the new moon in Aquarius can set it off for us to make us be open and more compassionate in a particular way. Not necessarily a Piscean way, but in an Aquarius kind of way, like I just love people, that kind of way. Service, folks, so you can get your mind off your own shit. There's a lot more that's going down by the end of this week. But hold tight. As I end Sunday, the moon will square Mercury and the moon will square Pluto. That could possibly be another day which people want to take their lives or want to leave. Pluto deals with death, transformation. If the moon, the way you feel, is challenged to Pluto on Sunday, how I feel is going up against death. What I'm feeling like is not agreeing with the need to transform or the want to transform. Do y'all get that? Watch out for Sunday and keep the light around. Just keep Archangel Michael around you. He's a beast. Look him up if you don't know who I'm talking about. He will absolutely protect you. Stay light out there, okay? And reach out to somebody if you need to. Even if you don't want them to say anything, just say, I want you to sit next to me so I'm not by myself. All right? And that's that. That's that. I love you. Even though I don't know you, I love you. Because I'm God's child. And so are you. Have a great week.